It's your boy Sleazy here, and I'm going to do a little bit of a review on Space Marine 2 because I think it has a lot of positives, but I think it has a lot of negatives. I think a lot, if not most of those negatives, could be resolved. I'm genuinely unsure if it's worth the hefty price tag of $60. So if you're new to this channel, I'm a huge 40k dork and have been since, I don't know, 4th edition 40k, so going back to like 2004. So yes, I've put quite a bit of time into the Warhammer universe. And I gotta say, I'm a little bit torn on the story mode of this game because one, I absolutely hate the new Primaris. I absolutely hate him. I hate the Deus Ex Machina. I hate it all completely, but it is in here. So I'm just gonna ignore that on this review, and I'll leave that for my gaming streams here. So yes, you do start off as Titus from the original Space Marine 1, and then move into becoming a Primaris. Like I said, not touching that one, but the storyline I feel starts out phenomenally well. I absolutely love it. I think it goes off the rails because, well, game designers just have a thing about chaos, and I don't understand it. It always has to be chaos with 40k games, because the Tyranids that go around eradicating entire planets that have no other desire than to eat is absolutely terrifying. In the numbers of billions, if not trillions, of these Xenos scum doing nothing except killing everything. I think that's terrifying all on its own. But for some reason, all these game designers think they need to put in chaos, and I will give them props. They didn't make it corn. So thank you for not making it corn at least. But yes, you do ultimately end up fighting chaos, and I think they missed a huge opportunity because they introduced Necrons, sort of. It's really weird how they did it. I would have absolutely rather seen Necrons instead of chaos because I'm kind of tired of the chaos trope in 40k. Everything's always chaos. The story I think is okay. I don't think it's anything phenomenal. I don't think it's anything fantastic. The gameplay feels all right. I don't like the change to the control systems. So if you played Space Marine 1, you'll remember that you had your light attack and then you had your heavy attack. Well, they've combined those to a single control, which I absolutely hate. So to do a strong attack, you have to hold down the light attack button, and I feel like that just is clunky. And I guess they might have done it for consoles, which that's the only justification I can make, and it doesn't even make sense because, well, you played Space Marine 1 on controllers as well. It feels like they originally designed the game for PC and then somehow changed it later to work better on consoles. And I feel like that's a huge mistake on that part. But I've got the gameplay trailer going through here. You can see it looks absolutely gorgeous. I didn't have any real issues with graphics or crashing or anything like that, so I got to give them props for releasing a game unlike Ubisoft that works. So I won't give away too many spoilers on the campaign. I'll let you guys do that. We'll get into the other game modes. PvP, I want to like it. I have a lot of fun sometimes, and then sometimes I absolutely hate it. I feel like it boils down to matchmaking. I feel like the matchmaking is broken because when I started out doing PvP, I was playing against characters that are 10 and 12 levels higher than me. And in this game specifically, with the way the leveling system is, they have too many perks over you that actually affect you even being able to compete in normal PvP, which is early access at this point. Now, I do think by the time this video comes out, it'll be out for everybody and it won't be in early access. I suspect the matchmaking will get better. I hope it will. If it doesn't, PvP is definitely not the way to go to this game. Now, they do have PvE co-op modes, which I have played quite a few times. I think I've played all the levels that they have, and I genuinely enjoy it. I dislike the mission types. I get what they did with it. So in the story mode, you're playing with Titus and your two other brothers, and the rest of the squad is off doing other things. So the way the PvE works is you play as the other squad doing things. You can pick your own class, your own weapons, and do whatever you need to. I think that's an absolutely fantastic idea. I don't have a problem with that. The problems I have is that this is a horde fighting game, and you don't really fight horde modes. You fight missions, and it's not a terrible thing. I just would have liked to see something like when they started with Halo ODST and 3, where you actually have a horde mode where you just survive waves. I think that would have been a fantastic addition. Now, they do have other PvE modes in the works, allegedly, according to the roadmap, so maybe that will be something that comes out later. I just wish it had been on release. So overall, I don't have any real issues with the games. I know a lot of people are having issues with FPS. I haven't had any. Then again, I am running a 4080 Super Ryzen 9 5900, so I know I've got a little bit better equipment than a lot of people. I don't have the best, but I have enough to run the game. I haven't had issues. I know people are having those issues, so do be careful about settings and what equipment you're running. I will say the netcode for this game is absolutely terrible because I have so many issues trying to get into any sort of multiplayer game, whether it be PvE or PvP. It takes forever to get one. I've had numerous issues, failure to join lobbies. Even when I'm creating the lobby, I am unable to get a multiplayer game. I do think this is growing pains because a lot of game companies have this issue on release. Hopefully it will get resolved, but that's also another negative for me. Again, I don't think it's a terrible game. I don't think it's a fantastic game. I would probably give it a 7 overall. It's not fantastic. It does look really well. It is set in a niche 40K universe. Ignoring all the controversy from that, it's not it's not an amazing game. I feel like it's a little bit lackluster. A lot of it feels unfinished, and a lot of it needs more work. I think maybe doing some sort of open beta to work out the kinks would have helped this along a lot more on launch, because we only got it 4 days before its official release, so it's not a ton of time for them to fix anything. But my hope is that they are fixing it. We did get a patch. I'm hoping they get it fixed relatively soon. I think it could be better. I don't think it's bad. It definitely doesn't suffer from modern audiences problems. The characters feel pretty damn good. I have my nitpicky issues with the 40K universe, and I'm leaving those out because this is strictly related to the video game. But I would love to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments section. If you play this game, let me know. What are your thoughts? But while you're there, make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share this one out. Until next one, guys, be easy like sleazy.